It's June 2018. I've just finished recording the last of my Hitman 2016's escalations, and I'm stuck for ideas for a new video. In the space of a week, I released 5 videos about different thoughts on the game, yet one video not only stood out from the crowd I released that week, but also went on to become the best performing video on this channel to date. So due to the popularity of the original, combined with some changes in opinion since the original video was recorded, I've decided it was time to revisit the maps of Hitman 2016, and I'm going to rank them from worst to best again. Like last time, leave your comments down below and let me know if you agree or disagree with my selections. So let's get started. Bottom of the list, once again, it's Bangkok, and I really wish I could raise the bar for this map a little bit, as graphically the hotel and its surroundings are stunning. However, points from my original video will seep through here that the map feels very small and confined, leaving little room for creativity. When attempting silent assassin suit only routes, most players will choose to poison Ken or to drop a light onto him before making the way across the hotel to Jordan, and whilst this may offer some simplicity compared to other maps, it is a lack of creativity that I mark this map down on. When we played the Source, the entirety of the news story takes place in the map's east wing rather than the west, which is in a suit we've had little chance to explore. Compare Bangkok in Hitman 2016 to Whittleton Creek in Hitman 2. And whilst the number of challenges in the latter is less, the map feels more open and allows you to do more with 47 than you could in the hotel. Suit only is not the only way to play the game though, and the map does present a few fun disguises and corresponding challenges, including killing Jordan and Ken as a stalker, or turning up to the band rehearsal as Abel de Silva. Overall, it's not a bad map, it's just my least favourite, forcing it into last place in this ranking table. Next up is Marrakesh, and again there is little change so far in the rankings. However, I do believe it has gone up in my estimations since the last video. My main criticism of Marrakesh is that it is a missed opportunity. Something that could have been the MVP of Hitman 2016 became somewhat an unwanted toy that no one wants to get out of the toy box and play with. A house built on sand tries to rectify some of the issues a gilded cage created, by removing the riots factor whilst still allowing the player to roam the streets of Marrakesh and placing a larger focus on the shisha cafe. The downside, however, is that they shut down the consulate in this playthrough, perhaps to save on the number of NPCs that would need to be loaded into the map, but unfortunately this one factor means that it was not a complete turnaround for Marrakesh. Once again, there are some memorable challenges in this level, as well as disguises, including killing Reza Zaydan as he dances for his troops, or dropping a moose on Klaus Hugo Strandberg, or just finding the fortune teller and giving him a good bonk on the head. Even electrifying Kong To Kwang in the Shisha Cafe pool is fun on repeat if you're just after a simple silent assassin kill. However, none of these factors can get me to ignore the long running times between the consulate and the school in a gilded cage. So therefore, Marrakesh has to remain in 5th place. In 4th, we have a big drop for Colorado, and that isn't down to part to burnout from a player perspective. My main reasoning for ranking Colorado number 1 last time around was that I like a challenge, and this is a fact that still remains true, as nothing beats completing Colorado silent assassin suit only on any difficulty level. However, I feel at times that certain routes are easier to complete in a suit than others, and when stuck on one particular idea, Colorado becomes quite the taunting temptress. When you succeed, the feeling is great, but when you get caught by an NPC or mistime or subdue and end up entering combat, the highs quickly turn to lows. Unless you live and breathe the game at the highest level and know nothing of success playing these levels, Colorado will bring lows to more people than highs. And whilst there are positives to the map, such as attempting at Scarecrow only challenges or 4 targets 1 kill method routes, the lows of a Colorado fail drop this map down from 1st position to 4th. In 3rd, we have Sapienza, and like Bangkok before it, I feel like that on beauty alone this map deserves 1st place. I feel that if I could visit Sapienza and Agent 47 wasn't completing a contract there, which seems quite the norm according to this game, I would never want to leave. From the player perspective though, Sapienza is once again underused in the main missions. Both kills and the secondary objective revolve around the mansion, and the town of Sapienza is neglected. This is remedied in the DLC levels The Icon and Landslide, which focus heavily on the town and close off the mansion to the player. However, the author, from the Patient Zero content, doesn't capitalise on the success of its prior DLC and is fairly vanilla in comparison to them both. Whilst this could be a separate video of its own in regards to ranking the missions in Sapienza, the content we have is mixed and the map itself deserves better, considering there are some great disguises in the level, from the Street Performer, the Bohemian and the Plague Doctor, that offer fun outfits for 47 to try on but offer little to no purpose to run around in. These reasons alone forced me to leave Sapienza in third place. Right, now we've got 2 maps left. So are we going to go to Japan, or are we nipping across Europe for the second spot? It's the latter, as Paris just misses out on an almighty comeback from the first video. Last time out I criticised this map for the uniformity of the routes Victor and Dahlia take during the main mission, and whilst I still believe this criticism is valid, I also believe that only helps endear the game to new players, such as myself. Had I not succeeded in Paris, I'm not entirely certain I would actually be playing Hitman 2 right now. Probably its simplicity is a strength, and it's something that I didn't value in the first video. Where it differentiates from Sapienza, for instance, is that whilst both maps have targets on very strict routes, this map is smaller and therefore you do not expect as much varied movement. In Sapienza, I would still expect a challenge that causes Silvio to go out to church for confessional and bring him out of the mansion with armed guards. What could be changed in Paris though? Could Victor decide he wants some alone time and have a look at the battle axes and sabres? Would Dahlia decide to go and wander around in the palace gardens? The thing is, none of these would be valuable additions to the story, and therefore they wouldn't add to the map. Therefore I am content with Paris and actually feel it deserves bonus points compared to last time, as it acts like an almost reverse Colorado. Getting a good score in Paris is like having a pat on the back and someone saying, "Good job!" And a fail isn't the end of the world, as you know you'll work it out sooner rather than later. For this, relieving of stress and tension, plus the abundance of escalations in the original game, which miss out in the legacy maps, Paris ranks number 2 on this list. And at the number 1 spot we have Hokkaido, Japan, and I'll be honest, I still think this is a pretty cool map. When I recently came to play the map in Hitman 2 for the first time, what hits you straight away is the lack of items you can usually bring in with you. So the map itself has to become a weapon at times. Knowing how to isolate guards and use gun lures becomes almost critical to succeeding. Equally, out of all of the legacy maps, I find Hokkaido the most fun to run around and attempt to kill everyone challenge, as the layout is so perfect for this type of run, where guards group together so tightly, but so do civilians who just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. It has balance, being capable of the sneakiest types of gameplay, such as climbing through windows, using peekaboos to lure nosy doctors away, as well as being open enough that if the carnage ensures that you can survive the first round of bullets. Add in the Patient Zero level, which is one of my favourites in both Hitman 2016 and Hitman 2, and we have a level that can serve multiple purposes in a world of assassination, thus making it a suitable number 1 choice. But what are your picks? Are you a Bangkok fan and feel it's been given a hard time again? Do you think Sapienza is the top dog and Hokkaido shouldn't be anywhere near first place? Let me know and leave a comment. Also, if you'd like to see a similar video to this but for Hitman 2, let me know in the comments and I'll contribute to my goal of getting 5 likes for as many videos as possible by hitting the thumbs up button just below the video. Thanks for watching, hit the subscribe button if you want to be kept up to date on future Hitman videos, and until next time, this has been Josh from JJ's Productions. Bye for now everyone.